Hi, Dad. I'm putting this as my status because I think I should tell everybody how much I love you, and I really do love you a lot. Yeah, the thing is, I'm not really good at saying stuff. So, what I did is I wrote a 3-page letter for you, and I'm just going to read it out right now. Uh, let's chat because I think I'm better with writing stuff. Beloved Baba, I've always been better at expressing my feelings through the written word. Somehow I mess it up when I say things. It never goes according to my plan. So I decided to write and read out my words to you for your birthday. I know that I've never been the perfect daughter for you, but you've always been the perfect dad for me. You have influenced me so much through each of the tiny things that you do every day. You're always the first to rise in the morning, sharp at 3:30 a.m. You disciplined yourself so well. And I know that you tried unsuccessfully to instill such discipline in us with your annoying rendition of that poem, which starts as Suraj Niklaya, Chidiya Chi 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 Bola, I think. So every time we would hear a chi, every chi chi chi, we would try to mute it out, with a pillow over our heads. It was that annoying. But still, you did inspire me a lot in other ways, for example, to read, especially the news, because you read it every day without fail, both Malayalam and English. And I loved those 4 p.m. discussions that you would have with mom when you would discuss politics, current affairs, and even history. It was so much fun to listen to. Also, your voice has a beautiful quality. It always makes me and sis feel very sleepy. I think it's because of all those stories that you told us when we were growing up. Each of us would cuddle on either side of you with our ears to your chest, hearing that soft rumbling that would, emanate from your chest as you spoke. You told us the stories about Panchatantra, Ramayana, Mahabharata, World War II, and eventually, when you ran out of stock, your own original tales. Even now, when I put my head on your chest and hear that soft rumbling as you speak, I feel so at home and so safe. That doesn't mean the rumbling was always friendly. Mm-mm. When it rose, as it often did when you lost your temper, we would escape before you got the chance to get the stick. But you worried so much for us, and you always came back and said sorry for all the beatings that we definitely did deserve. You are such a soft heart. You are such a soft heart. You were scared of my recurring nosebleeds, that you even told mom not to lay a hand on me. But dad, she never listened to you. I got a lot when you were not there. Our day would always start and end with you. We would wait for you to come home, hear that jingle of the keys at the door so that we could run and hide. And every day you came home, the first thing you would say would be, Sarah, Susa. Actually, it's Susa, Sarah. Where are my girls? You would then proceed to hunt for us, get us out of our hiding spots. Now, in case we were not hiding, then we would be pretending to sleep. And you would say, you would trick us into raising our legs by saying that all sleeping children raise their legs, otherwise, they're not sleeping. I don't know how we fell for that every single time. After that, we'd hug, and then me and sis would take each one of your feet and have the honor of removing your shoes and your socks. And we felt that was like a big job, big responsibility, and you also agreed. I also remember that you used to shine our shoes every day. Just before school, you would always be there, make sure that the socks, shoes, uniform, everything was ready. You'd even iron it for us. You were always there, Dad. Even when we left home, when we went to college, you were there with your daily calls, your letters in the post every week. Each time I'd come back from class on Friday, I'd know that there'd be a letter from you in the post. I guess we weren't as dedicated as you with in matter to writing back. So maybe that's why I felt a letter to you would be best on this occasion of your birthday. And also, all those everyday good morning messages that you send, all of that shows that you're always there with us, even though we're far away. You took so much interest in our learning. You even took me to a hardware shop to get me a battery when I demanded one. I was doing something with electricity, I guess. You bought us so many books and even took an hour every day to make us read. You went for a certificate course in Arabic just so that you could teach us Arabic. And I think it's you that instilled this love for books, for reading, and for literature. Because I have never seen mom read, so I'm very sure this is from you. And you are so fussy also, dad, because see, when we were growing up, you would never come for the PTA meetings. Only if me and sis both got first rank would you come, and that was like once in a blue moon. And this was a big deal for us when you would come to school because we wanted to show off our handsome dad. Even when it came to ethics, I learned a lot from you. Never hurt anybody, always do what is right, forgive but don't forget, always carry sweets to houses that have children, never give a dabba back empty. Well, actually, mom taught that, but you agreed. I've never ever heard you say that you want a son. I mean, mom often says that she likes boys more because she doesn't have one, but you have never said anything like that. And I don't think you ever cribbed about the fact that you've got two girls. In fact, you were so proud of us. You still are. You made me do everything that a son may have to, like using an ATM card. I think you taught me that when I was in the fifth grade, or how to do stuff at the bank, pay insurance, or lift luggage. You even allowed me to stay alone in a flat when I was studying. Well, basically, I became your caretaker, but I guess I learned a lot from it. Every occasion at home was celebrated with so much fun. You made sure there was a cake for every birthday. If no cake, then pizza. Christmas was also fun. We would get these letters and small gifts from Santa. Usually, I would get a book under the tree. Somehow, Santa's handwriting was very similar to yours. You said Santa was trying to mislead us. Dad, I love you so much for all the effort that you've put in, for all the English movies that you took us to while we watched You Slept, for all the walks that you took, taking us to the tuition classes and back home, for being a wonderful husband to our mother, a loving son to your mother, and a doting grandfather to your granddaughter. There's so many things that I love because of you, completely and only because of you. I love the classics, all the old black and white movies and the black and white songs. In fact, the only Malayalam song that I know is an old classic, and that's because you liked it so much. I love Madhu because he's your favorite actor and you love him so much. I love Mammootty even though he is not your favorite actor and you don't like him at all. Because in one way or the other, Mammootty always reminded me and sis of you. Which is why we don't watch his tragedy movies because it's too sad for us. You told me that as long as you are there, I will always have a hand to hold. It's hard for me to find a guy that can fill your shoes, Dad. That can give me such a hand to hold. I don't think anyone has it. So, please forgive me for being picky. But I have you as my standard. And that's pretty high. I love you so much and I miss you and your bone crushing octopus hugs. Thank you for everything. And I'm really glad that you were born. And I know what your purpose was. You always used to tell us what your purpose was, but I'm very sure now that this is the purpose that you were born for, which is to be a great dad. And for me and for Kunichi, you are an amazing one. And we look up to you a lot. We do fight with you, but we do love you so much. So happy birthday again, Baba, and we love you so much.